And we were thinking about different locations, and then somebody, and I don't know who it was, said Montana, and everybody in the room went, Montana? Why?
You see the non-believers by the path, non-believers by the path, non-believers by the path. Jacob's gonna come and set those sinners free.
I think the thing about when we first started talking about going to the United States, we knew we wanted to go to the United States, and we were kicking around different ideas. And then somebody, and I don't know who it was, said Montana. And the truth was that as we began to scratch at that, it was beautiful. It had its own feeling of being exotic because it's a frontier. It was remote, it's in the States, and it also had a feeling of self-reliance. So it had this feeling of being rough, and as we went to it and we started to go there, we realized it was checking all the boxes of a far cry. Beautiful, lush, exotic, frontier, rough, but honest, and there was the opportunity to put the cult in it and have a great story. It just made sense and we fell in love with it.
When they finally meet their fate, there's no wait and see, there's just see and wait. Well, you can sing all through the night, preach till the morning light, but some cannot tell wrong from right. Jacob's gonna come and set those sinners free. You see the non-believers.
There's a lot of people in Montana, or at least in Hope County, Montana, that are trying to hide. They are trying to hide from the cult's oppression, and they're trying to build something new, a resistance, something to fight back against the cult. And you as a player will be kind of joining those forces and building your own resistance, or joining a resistance already existing to help them in their fight against the project at Eden's Gate. This is really what we wanted to kind of bring to Far Cry 5. You might meet a community like Falls End, or even the Wolf's Den in the Whitetail Mountains, which is in the northern part of the game. And those are basically survivalists or preppers that were already preparing for something to happen. And this something, in their case, was the arrival of the cult. And they were ready, and they're now trying to kind of fight back and make sure that they gain whatever the cult stole from them.
But some cannot tell wrong from right. Jacob's gonna come and set those sinners free.
Getting a chance to go to Montana and really set foot into that natural environment was really inspiring for us. It really kind of gave us hints and gave us tips and ideas, and also challenged some preconceived ideas that we might have of Montana. Our goal was really to create a believable state, or Hope County, a county, fictional. And we wanted to make sure that all of our ideas made sense and also had value. How will the player be challenged? What sort of content can the player experiment within this? I think the first thing that comes to mind is that when we visited Montana, we met a lot of fishermen. And we knew that fishing and hunting was a big part of their daily life, but we never knew it was that important. And this triggered us to kind of have fishing as an activity, so you could spend now 20 hours just fishing and catching all the biggest, the smallest fish. Hunting obviously is a big part of their economy and their daily life, so we had to make sure that hunting was successful, and everything to vehicles and planes. I mean, we met a lot of passionate people that were taking care of a lot of their things. We're in a garage now here in Paris, but I mean, people in Montana will spend a great deal of time making sure that their cars, their vehicles are all functioning properly. So we wanted to bring that, and as a player you'll be able to find a lot of different vehicles and also upgrade them and add some weapons to them and make them your own, basically.
We'll know our commands.
When you're thinking about building a world for a video game, and you're thinking about the environment and the richness of it, and in our games, the world is a character. You've got to go there. You've got to live it. You've got to breathe it. You've got to meet people. You've got to talk to them. You've got to understand, or else what you're going to build is just a construct. It's just a cliche. So we flew there, and we met people. We drank the water. We ate the food. We talked to different people. We got a sense of what it was like to meet a real person. And the one thing that I would say that was really interesting about Montana was that the people there had a very good bullshit meter. You'd go up and talk to them, and they'd say, "Who are you, and what do you want?" And my answer was "My name's Dan. I work for Ubisoft. We're making Far Cry. We're going to put it in Montana. Can we talk to you?" And they're like, "You want a beer?"
strong.